Hey everybody, Brooks and Drag Times here. So I'm finally here at the Nurburgring. Flew into Frankfurt. We drove the 570S out here. It took about 2 hours on the Autobahn. What an experience. I'm here with Robert, who has graciously invited me out to do some fun stuff on the Nurburgring. So many of my viewers might not understand how the Nurburgring actually works, right. The rules and what it takes to get on the track.
Well, I think this is actually cool because you're going to know this because I got the Cayman GTS that you're going to drive here in a minute.
Well, I'm driving?
You're driving.
All right, I get to drive around the Nurburgring. He puts me in the slow car. I'm sure it's not that slow, though. It's going to feel really fast.
This car is very fast.
So how does it work? You can just pay a fee and you get on the track?
Yeah, so basically what you do is you come to the Nurburgring, and on a weekday it's €25, and on a weekend day, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or a holiday, it's €30 lap.
Okay.
So you basically, they give you a card. This is my season pass.
Right.
But they give you a card. You go to the ticket booth, and you can say, I want 5 laps, and they'll charge you $150 or whatever. Yep. And you take this card, and there's a little arm that you put your card up against, and it just charges the card for 1 lap.
Okay.
And that's how you get on the track. So this is called tourist driving in that case.
Okay.
And then there's also track days. On track days, it's a private track, and on tourist days, it's a public track.
Okay. So anyone can go on there with any car?
Anyone can go on there with any car. Obviously, you can't. There's size limits. You're not going to get on with a tour bus right now.
Okay.
There were days that bigger buses and motorhomes were out there, but
Gotcha.
today it's any road legal car that basically you have to be able to fit through the gate.
Okay. There's no speed limits. You can do whatever you want.
There's no speed limits. There's a couple points on the track where there are speed limits. You're supposed to slow down, like at Brideside, because there's another exit right there.
Okay.
So there are a couple places in that regard. Once you on tourist drives, for example, if you go on a day where there's tourist drives, once you go through the gantry, which is almost like people consider it the finish line of tourist drives.
Okay.
You're supposed to slow down there. You're not supposed to stay on the throttle at 300.
And when you ring this €35 up, do they give you an instruction sheet on what to do?
No, they really don't.
They don't.
I mean, they expect.
There's no instruction school. You just go out there and
there's no pre-qualification. I mean, it's just like if if you're in Florida and you go on a toll road.
Wow.
There's no limitations to it, right?
So I mean, but learning the etiquette of passing and things like that out there.
German road laws. So basically, if you come to Germany, you're expected to know how to drive on the streets, right?
Gotcha.
So on the streets legally, you stay to the right.
Yeah.
And you pass on the left. Correct. So if you see any traffic when you're on the Nurburgring that's coming up behind you, you're supposed to get to the right, indicate right, and let them pass you.
Okay.
Same thing happens if you are passing. You get to the left, and you wait for either a visual confirmation that they see you and that you're getting out of the way, or you wait for their turn signal before you pass.
Gotcha.
That's the idea behind the Nurburgring. There's no rules like on some track days where you can't pass in turns, you can only pass on straightaways. There's no rules like that. You can pass here under braking, you can pass in the turns, you can pass on straightaways, but the key is that you're supposed to be able to verify that they saw you or that they're acknowledging your move.
So are you nervous out here? Because obviously there's a very wide mix of cars out there. You got McLaren 720S Pista, and you might have, there's an Audi A3 over there, and there's a Hyundai.
Yeah, I mean, we have a Volkswagen GTI that we run on the track.
Right.
I mean, the reality is that yes, you do have to watch out for different things, but if you're in a fast car or you're in a faster car, you have a big responsibility, and that is to watch the traffic that you're passing.
Sure.
And after a certain number of laps, when you're out on the track, you start to learn what people are doing.
Right.
If you have a right-hander and you should line up for that right-hander from the left side of the track and use the whole track, you know how the car moves. If somebody's coming into that turn from the inside, you know they're going to hit the apex and push to the outside. So you don't fall them to the outside because they're going to T-bone you. So there's certain things you're responsible to learn.
And I guess since it's not door-to-door racing,
not.
You're not trailing someone a few feet behind, and if they wreck, you wreck, that kind of thing.
This isn't racing. You're not going for times. On the Nurburgring. If you want to do that, they have RCN. They've got and they've got endurance racing championships here and stuff like that. But yeah, for example, tourist drives. That's where you'll drive the Porsche here in a minute.
Okay.
On tourist drives, you're basically out there just enjoying the scenery.
Okay.
But it's great because you can do it as fast as you want.
That's awesome.
Awesome. So basically you get yellow flags. We always tell everybody if you see a yellow flag, you need to slow down to 50 kilometers an hour.
Okay.
There's no passing during the yellow flag. That means somebody's crashed. That means there's cooling on the track. There's maybe rocks because there's a couple places where there's rock beds.
Okay.
Just like maybe someone drove on the track and threw a rock. I mean, we've had that in several of my cars. In fact, the LT in the garage right now, the orange one, has a busted windshield because I was on the track and someone threw a rock and they went off the track.
Gotcha.
Gotcha. But yeah, so basically, you need to be patient. You need to be patient. You need to stay to the right if you see faster traffic.
Sure.
You need to pass on the left and always indicate so that people know what you're doing.
Awesome. So today we won't get any lap times that people will record on racing and stuff like that.
No, we won't do any lap times that you record on. You'll get some quick laps without a doubt, but there won't be nothing that you can record. And I mean, tourist drives really isn't a place for lap timing. You're going out, and your intent is to go have a good time. And you know what? You're going to see today that you're going to be out there with, like you had just mentioned, supercars, completely built cars. You're going to look at that thing, how did that thing just pass me? You're going to literally be blown away by
I've been on the track. I've had much slower cars pass me before, and I'm like, Go for it. That's fine.
And there's such a wide range that if someone's actually truly out lap timing during tourist drives, it's irresponsible because there's so much stuff out there.
Yeah.
A 21 kilometer, 13 mile lap, you see so many things
Right.
that you're not going to put together a complete lap because
Right.
there's just going to be a lot of traffic.
So one last question. The three names are Nurburgring, what was the other one? The Green Hell?
The Green Hell, the
and then-
Nordschleife.
And the Nordschleife. What is,
Exactly.
do those have any meaning behind them?
The Green Hell is what Jackie Stewart named the Nordschleife because
Gotcha.
he said it's, I mean, as you can see, it's
Right.
a very green environment. And so basically you've got, it's the Green Hell.
Yeah.
And that was the name of that.
Okay.
The Nurburgring, that's, I mean, we're in the town of
We're in
Nurburg.
Nurburg,
And this
okay.
is the ring.
Gotcha.
And the Nordschleife is the northern loop. So the Nordschleife, there's also a Südschleife.
Okay.
It's no longer in existence, no longer used. You can actually take a road tour. Our guys do road tours and we'll show you the old racetrack. And so that was the south. The Südschleife is the southern loop. The Nordschleife is the northern loop. There's the GP track.
Okay.
So the Nurburgring has different parts to it.
Gotcha. Perfect. All right. Thanks for the info.
No problem.
All right, here we go. Robert's taking me in the McLaren 720S. He just took me for a ride in the GTS, and then I drove. I was not quite as fast.
You did a great job, though.
I don't know.
For the first time, I wouldn't complain.
I think that's subjective, but I'll take it. So here we go. 720S. Oh, my God. Man, I haven't driven my car in a couple days. We're just going 216 right there.
A lot of traffic to deal
A
with.
lot of
but that's
traffic,
okay.
but we're passing everybody. Oh! I can't even stay in my seat right now. I'm in this seat. McLaren's just so fast.
Yeah, it's an amazing car, isn't it?
You were.
Well,
Oh, we got
yellow.
caution. That's probably for the same rocks.
The rocks,
Same as
yeah.
Inkscape Mafia. All right, that's good. I get a little
Get a little break, huh? It's pretty
Wow.
neat, though, isn't it?
Dude, this is amazing. You just really don't realize what these cars are capable of until you ride with someone who can really drive. I mean, whoever has these cars, you really gotta get in here and do something like this. I'm just like, I'm pumped. So we're caution yellow right now because there was some rocks on the
Yeah,
road, but
that's
I think
much
it gets cleared up pretty quick.
So under yellow, you don't pass.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't realize how fast and capable these cars are.
Okay, I think this, man, I'm gonna need this unplugged. Fuck. I think I fucked it up.
Was it recording?
I think I missed the audio. Oh. This should be unplugged if I have the mic on. Well. You get audio of this?
Yeah,
No.
you do. Yeah. Yeah, they did a big old mess here, didn't they?
Yeah.
Alright, so after this right here, we can get back on
Alright, here we go. We're off the caution now. Yeah, you just really don't realize what these cars are capable of. feel like my feet are going to go through the floorboard right now.
You braking?
I'm trying to brake. He's not slowing down though. Wow. We're carrying so much speed through the turns. I think we're getting alerts from the tires.
Yeah,
It thinks they're too hot. Tires are really hot. 61 Celsius. Here we go. Oh, man, so you can feel the car bottom out right there. Woo. There we go. Yeah, the brakes just... I'm about to fly in his seat. Yeah! Jeez! This is crazy. Oh, this turns into nuts.
This is where I was telling you to do full throttle.
Full throttle right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going 240 in a corner. It's not letting off. Wow. And there goes from Volkswagen in the corner. Wow. I'm definitely sweating. And I'm not even driving with her. Yeah. Oh, this car's great. Yeah. Passing the YouTube corner. There's about 100 people out here taking pictures. McLaren's is not missing the beat out here either. It's just fast that's not slowing down at all.
No, the car's great.
No heat issues, nothing. Yeah.
This thing has 40,000 kilometers on it now.
Is it really? 40,000 kilometers all on the ring.
Yep, all on the ring.
And no major issues. Just maintenance.
So just go straight here, right?
Yeah, believe you. As long as I'm not behind the wheel. We are just killing it here, flying by everybody. Oh. Wow. You can hear the tires just at the limit right here. Oh. See you, Mini Cooper. I can see why you put buckets in these cars.
Yep.
Holy shit! Ah. Here we go, full speed. Let's see what the 720 does. That's not the full straight. We're going 240, 250, 261.
Don't want to be too crazy.
Of course. But you would just normally just keep going.
Oh, yeah.
And when you would have to brake past
Basically,
That hump
you
right
could
there?
go underneath the bridge at full speed.
Wow,
Pretty neat, huh?
that's crazy.
Whole new appreciation for what the car is capable of, isn't it?
That is quite the experience, really. You know, wow. And we're on normal tires?
Right now we are on the Pirelli P0 Corsa.
P0 course, and I'm sure if you put the racing
Trofeo
tires on, it gets even more crazy, right?
Yep.
Have you done that in the 720?
Yeah, we've run the 720 with the Trofeo R on it.
Right.
It's fantastic. For this out here, you can see it gets the job done with the tires.
Oh, for sure. You don't really need any more.
And this is nice because we run it as a taxi, so it's all seasons, right?
Yeah.
So if it's raining, then we don't have to switch tires or anything
Right.
like that. We're just ready to rock.
That is just phenomenal.
All right. Okay, now just nice easy throttle. Go to the left curbstone.
Okay.
Back to the right curbstone here.
No brakes.
No brakes yet. Keep going to the left. Orange. To the left now. Yeah, brake. Nice and easy, and turn in now. Now to the left curbstone and stay to the left. Nice and easy. Brake now. Brake. Hard right. A little late there, but that's okay. Now to the left curbstone. It's not enough room.
Yeah. Second gear, second. Okay. 1, 2. Oh, you're in first gear now?
Second.
Second gear? 1, 2, go.
50 kilometers an hour, 3,500 RPM, second gear. So let's go on the unlimited side, okay? So we're not going on reaction.